Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you're there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. In every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 1, NASDAQ off 8, S&P's off 2.5, gold contract down $21, trading at $1,566 an ounce. Silver off 22 cents at $28.10 an ounce. Platinum down 23 bucks at $1,444 an ounce. Copper off 3.5 pennies at $3.46 a pound. Light sweet crude down 91 cents at $91.66 a barrel. Bonds down 25 ticks at 147.04. King dollar doesn't stop, up 59 ticks at 81.83. It's making its way to that 82 level. And let me tell you something, folks. This thing came on like with not only vengeance, huge conviction. You're coming up to the 82, and you're coming up to the 82 with power. What that says is that it's going to blow away 82 and go to 89. That is going to be a move and a half. Euro is going to hell in a handbag. Euro down 134. You're at 126.84. And if we go over and we look at the euro, what you have with the euro is this. The last acceleration down on Thursday, we got down to a price point of 126.42. The low A to B that took place from August to January, folks, is 126.24. Now, the European Union is going to do everything that they can do to basically try to save this thing from the 126.24. The reason being is that once it breaks that, 119 will be on the agenda in a heartbeat. The problem with 119 is that puts a buck on the table. But bottom line, that's where this baby's going. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&P, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. You get a flat market. You have a market that went up to a price point today of 13.28. Closed at 13.13. Couldn't handle that higher number. We have a very large A to B leg that's set up, folks. The B to C is setting up right now. Now, it's going to get really interesting. It's like, okay, did we just set up the C leg? I don't think we have, and this is why. C legs are very unusual. C legs, folks, go all over the place. The A to B leg is a straight line move. B to C is a consolidated move. If in fact this is the C leg, let me tell you something. You really better get out of the way, because when you only have a 2-day bounce, the thing was, this next leg is going to be a heavy leg. My point is, I suspect that we are going to mess around up here for another 4 or 5 days. The reason being is this. What markets are all about is energy. And it takes a huge amount of energy to go up or go down. Well, we just went straight down 100 S&P points. We went from 1415 down to 1291. So actually more than that. It's 130 S&P points. You bounce a little. What I suspect you're going to have happen here is that we're going to mess around between the highs of today, which is 1328, actually up to 1340, maybe 1350. We're coming into a holiday weekend. There's just enough there to have this bounce happen, and it's going to be the B to C with lighter volume setting up the next leg down, which I suspect is going to, take this baby down somewhere into the 1200 mark. Dow Industrials, same setup in the Dow. What we have with the Dow is this. Dow, flat market, 12,502. The Dow can, get a bounce up here somewhere into 12,710. NASDAQ Composite. Now, we have with the Composite, same type of setup, down $8, really flat market. The Composite, we're at 2,800. This Composite went down, straight down from 3,000 to 2,774. So it's a monster A to B leg. This thing can bounce somewhere into the 2,900. We'll see whether we get it. Now, what is it all about? Well, here, let's go to gold first. And you're going to see this. And this is where these things come out of nowhere, folks. Gold market today, what does it do? Yesterday, we went up on 90,000 contracts. Well, you know what? We get out today with 164,000 contracts. We're at 1567. That puts in play not only the bottom again, which is the 1526. What it also puts in play is that, okay, is this another ABC structure on the way down? If it is, the 8 point is 1,700 on this baby. So it's a monster. That'd be $175. So we'll see where that straightens out. At $175, we get you to $1,425 in the gold contract. Now let's go over to King Dollar, because the King Dollar, folks, is a ruler. It is absolutely the ruler, and I suspect it's going to be the ruler for quite a while. King Dollar, what King Dollar did today is this. This is the dollar index. 32,000 contracts, huge volume. Now, when you come into a swing point with huge volume, folks, okay, your probability is that, boom, you are going to hit that swing point and blast through it. Well, the swing it's trying to go into is 82. If we take the 82 and I put this on a continuous contract, what I want to show you is this. You launch the 82. The exact number is 82.045. You launch that 82 like we traded today, there's no looking back to 89. If the dollar's going to 89, 825 is in spades for the S&P, folks. That's the bottom line. And, you know, it's all over the place. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks out here today. Oh, Facebook. You talk about taking people to the cleaners. Oh, man, this is pretty intense. So Facebook right now, folks, is trading at $31. Went public at $38. Most people got it at $40, $45. So you're down 33% in 2 days. Oh, really? Yeah, really. Amazing. What you're going to see with Facebook is that the original price point on Facebook was 28. They loaded it up to 34, 38, plus added shares. So bottom line, Facebook's going under 28. Citigroup was up 67 today. Had Microsoft up 1. We had, let's see, Chesapeake Energy is flat out here. Apple, we're going to get back to Apple. That was down $4.50. They sucked people right in there, that's for sure. Arch Coal, the coal companies are having just a heavy-duty time, and it's bad news, big time. I was down 57. If we go over to Apple, we take a look at Apple. What you have with Apple is this. Apple, huge counter-trend bounce yesterday. So Apple's off a high of $644. Goes straight down to $522. So we're talking about $120 down, right? That's 20%. Boom! It goes up yesterday $30. Well, you know what it did, folks? It went with 22 million shares at $30. All it was trying to do is get into the downdraft that had 36 million shares. Well, guess what? It did it today. 24 million shares versus 36 million shares. What is it? All distribution in spades. What you'll see is it's going to go after the lows again of that 522. We'll see if it has any force. What's going to keep it up for a little bit is the 526 to 496 over at the February 15th time frame. Where Apple's going after, though, is it's going after its gap at 419. That's the next stop for Apple. Apple has this gap that's wide open from 419 on the 24th of January. It opened the next day at 454. $30 gaps do not stay open, folks. That's the bottom line. We go take a look at the Honeywell was up 25 cents. We had Big Blue down 94. J.P. Morgan was up $1.50. Let's go to J.P. Morgan and see what's happening with J.P. Morgan. That's a dead cat bounce also. J.P. Morgan straight down from 46 to 33. We bounced today with 84 million shares after coming down with 217 million shares. We put this on a little bit longer term chart here. We'll put it on a weekly and see what we're coming up on the weekly. What you have with the weekly, she's going 30. Yeah, she's going after a swing low. She's going after a swing low down there at $27. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We had the Dow down $1. NASDAQ was off 8. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.